I've gotten quite a few knives since my last collection video. Thought I'd do a little update. Just gonna run through these real quick. Might talk about a few of them. Of course, I got right here the St. Nick's exclusive 4V Spyderco Mannix 2, as well as the Paramilitary 2. The Paramilitary's red is a little bit brighter than the Mannix, although that could be due to the fact I've carried the Mannix quite a bit more. I'm not sure if it's just dirty or what. I have to go back and compare some pictures to it. Both knives came perfect. I had zero issues with either one. Fit and finish was excellent. Edges were pretty decent. I got the Kapara. I borrowed this from another viewer and kind of fell in love with the knife. I really like the slim design of it. Pretty slick little knife. I just wish it had jimping on it. It's pretty slick. I had to purchase another Delica in a ZDP 189. I've lost the first one I had. This was the knife I had in my pocket when I broke my ankle. It shot out of my pocket and landed in the mud. Now I did have it. I brought it home. It was sitting on Connie's dresser. During that month of staying at her place, though, I have no idea what happened to it. Got a Benchmade 960. This is an Osborne design, one that's been discontinued. Got a fantastic price from a buddy on Instagram for this blade. Couldn't pass it up. Super light, but it is very slick. These stainless steel handles have almost no traction. It's very, very slick. Benchmade mini Bugout. I picked this one up as soon as it came out. Got a lot of sharpening to do when these guys start to go dull. Got a regular Bugout. I got the Jade G10 Bugout, of course. And Connie bought me the Gold Class Bugout. This thing is gorgeous. I can't believe the price on it and how much she paid, but it is a fantastic knife, and it's just gorgeous. It's got C-Tech inlays, carbon fiber. Of course, it's a Damas steel blade. I may talk about this one in another video. This is a Chris Reeve Mnandi with Elder Boxborough wood inlays, I believe. Super light, 1.5 ounces. This thing feels like nothing. You can't tell this is in your pocket. You can barely tell it's in your hand. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a video on this by itself, just to talk a little bit about what compelled me to purchase it. Kershaw Launch 11. I saw JT's Knife Life post an Instagram picture with this, and when I first saw it, I wanted it. Kind of forgot about it, fell off my radar, but seeing his Instagram, I had to have one, so I went that day and bought it. The action is not as snappy as my Launch 2. Kershaw has changed their springs. I don't know why, but they're not as strong as they used to be. I had a Launch 5 that would fail to deploy, I'd say probably 40% of the time. So 4 out of 10 openings, it would not open fully. I gave it to a buddy on YouTube. Ever since then, it seems like everyone I've picked up has had that sort of issue. They've just had weak springs. I have no idea why they did that. Of course, a Microtech LUDT in orange, and I had to get a SOCOM to go with it. So got a SOCOM Elite manual. Connie picked me up an Ultratech in turquoise. I'm still missing, what is it, the Troodone. I need a Troodone in turquoise, and I should have just about every turquoise color knife from Microtech that I want. I'll still be missing, of course, the halo and the combat troodon, but I'm not really after those two knives, so not a biggie. This is a Dalton. I'll probably do videos on all my new Daltons separately as well. I can't remember the name of this one. I'll have to go back and look. As you can see, it's got issues. I paid way more than I should have to get this knife, especially considering you can't close it sometimes. What you have to do is push the blade down, press the button, or is it up? I'm sorry, you have to push the blade up, press the button, and then you can close it. Not sure what's going on. Something is causing that problem. I haven't opened it up to see if it's something I can fix, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not affecting the opening of the knife. It's just when you go to close it, you just gotta remember to push up on that blade. Like I said, I paid way too much money for that considering the issue. This is a Waco, aluminum scales, very much like the Drifter 061. It's got that axis type action. Moves the whole back spring there. That's what engages the access lock type mechanism to go over the tang of the knife and create the lockup. Really cool design. Really snappy. And this thing is a hollow grind, and it is ground crazy thin. I was stoked to get this one. I've been carrying it a little bit, and I've already put a scratch in it. It's kind of upsetting, but that's what happens when you carry your knives. This is the Dalton, oh, what is your name? This is the Dalton Roper. It's got a cutlass scimitar kind of blade to it. Handle is much larger than the blade, so the blade to handle ratio is a little wonky. Same with this knife. The handle is much larger than the blade, but it gives you something to grip onto, so I don't consider it a bad thing. This knife is super grippy, man. The G10 is grippy, the jimping is grippy. I love the blade shape. Just win, win, win. I almost got an alpha model, which is very similar to this, but instead of having this sharp, almost reverse tanto-like blade, it curves in a little more. I'm just not big on that type of blade shape though. I really wanted this one because it's like a reverse tanto. And when that one was offered to me, I really considered buying it, but it's just not for me. I figured let somebody else who's a Dalton fan get their hands on it. Maybe they'll enjoy it more than myself. Like I said, just want to do a quick little update to my collection. I've gotten so many knives recently that it's kind of hard to keep up with. I'm sure I've left one or two out. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them below. I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a good one.